sweat. I got a bunch of soldiers I can go get. They think they doing something, they ain't no threat. And I ain't fell victim to you hoes yet. No sweat, no sweat. They cry
Is that this the StreamYard, right? There's a dog show on the where it's like banners and videos. There's a dog show video. Can you click that and play that? Yeah, it should be there. It's right next to the right side.
I'm old school, straight out the city like I'm a new jack. And I was raised in these streets. Now where was you at? See, I'm the type of boss that walk in like where the loot at. And you the type of sucker that real niggas will shoot at. Enough about me and you, cause we know what the difference is. Y'all talk too much like compound sentences. I'm about to murk this beat, hope I don't leave no witnesses. When we slide through, it's real niggas on the premises. You think you done seen it all, but this is just the genesis. Say you wanna run it, you better lace up your tendencies. Ain't about how you can get it, nigga, it's how you finish it. We put
get a little more promotion on that if possible.
Young Billy.
Still in the hood with the ox, setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, black watch. UPK them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still in the hood with the ox, setting up zones every block. Protectors of the people, black watch. UPK them priests and prophets, we gon' bring it out. Still UPK, still undefeated, still one West, still keep the heat up, still in the streets, still on the block. My people need healing, priests and prophets bring.
That's it. Most High Christ. Let's start the video. Is it ready? Shalom Israel. Shalom Israel. You know what time it is. It's Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Type your questions in. Put your questions. Let's get the class started off right. If you have any questions about the scriptures, questions about life, questions about anything, questions answered, type them in the chat so we can answer those questions. Here we at the Indianapolis School, we got a few events coming up. Our spring event list. Our spring events, we have a dog show. Indianapolis Black and Latino Dog Show. The largest Black and Latino dog show in Indiana. Okay. It bullies, micros, pits, exotic breeds. All of it is welcome. You do not need to have official papers on your dog breed, but you do need to have a muzzle. You need to have a muzzle and a leash. Don't come here with no, 400-pound monster talking about he's off leash trained. No, man, we're not dealing with that. Okay, it's a safety issue. I don't care how trained your dog is. Every dog needs to have a leash and a muzzle. Okay, a leash and a muzzle. If you need help getting a muzzle, they're at every Walmart, every pet store. Okay, for usually $10, $20. All right, but it is going to be a great event. We have a few breeders in the house. We're promoted on the American Farm of Indiana's Bullies page. It's definitely going to be a time for our people to come together, our brothers who love dogs and pits and everything like that, for us to come together, exchange information, find out about other breeders, find out about other dogs, show your dog, get a chance to win a certificate or two and a ribbon or two, get some papers for your dog, increase your dog's stud fees and bitch fees and all of that. It's just an event for blacks to come together on a level that we usually don't come together. We usually don't come together for things that we're interested in. Like if you're interested in it, you're just interested in it yourself. And maybe you might know a few people. But as a community, we don't come together. We don't come together. Unless the white man sanction it, we don't come together. For the most part. We don't come together for our interests. We don't come together for our things that we aligned with. Sometimes we come together for business and And networking, that was big when I was coming up. Networking. I'm like, what the hell is networking? I didn't even know what it was half the damn time. I didn't know what was so important about it coming up as a teenager. But I know it was something that people was always talking about doing. You understand? But we didn't damn near got away from that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes, we don't even network anymore. And the title of today's class is Brotherhood. All right, brotherhood and sisterhood, which goes right into what we do in the UPK. We facilitate brotherhood and sisterhood. We're going to teach you how to have brotherhood, how to have sisterhood, how to interact with your brothers, how to be with your people. We're going to teach you all those things in the Israelite School of UPK. And in the midst of doing so, we're going to create better, stronger, safer communities amongst ourselves. We've been so worried about the white man's what he want. He won a baseball game, basketball game, football game. So we run to those things. He wants you to work hard in different jobs and this and that. So we run to all that. But we don't run to nothing that he ain't telling us to do. He didn't say go to the Christian church every Sunday. We run to that. He tell you barbecue on July 4th. We were all running to that. He tell you get the fireworks. He tell you to go to Christmas. He tell you to get Thanksgiving together. You run to it. That's all we know. All we know is to follow what the oppressor has told us to do, what Satan has told us to do, which is a man-made imagination and religion. When we need to follow the Most High God, you understand? And with doing so, is brotherhood is a part of it. You understand? And we come together. We're supposed to come together on things that we are with our interests, man. If black people love something that's not something that's unrighteous either. I mean, don't come together for smoking weed or come together for shooting and killing your brother. Don't come together for sisters coming together for hoeing and prostituting and being fast and cheating on their husbands. Don't come together for that. The scripture says come together for the good, not for the evil. You understand? So that's what we're teaching our people to do. And we're going to teach you how to do it. We're going to teach and show you how to do it in the way that the Christian church could never do. The Christian church could never bring the black community together because the Christian church does not have the moral fiber. The moral fiber, and its members do not have the moral fiber to bring the community together. If the Christians bring the community together, guess how many child molesters going to be right around in that event, looking at catching kids in the basements, catching kids in the side of the buildings, grooming kids to meet up with them later and molest them. That's what will happen if your Christian church decided to put an event together. Well, if sisters get in there and gossiping, brothers get in there and cheating on sleeping with another man's woman. That's all you would get from a Christian get together. That's all you would get from a Christian get together is a bunch of gossiping women, men cheating on sleeping with another man's wife, children running around getting high, having sex, and getting molested. That's what the Christian church have bred. Shoot, you don't believe me? Look at Tyler Perry. Look at Tyler Perry. Look what he brought together. He done brought together a whole city behind making movies. The whole city. He got got like 200 buildings in that little complex he done got. He done brought black people together in making movies. I mean, black people we entertain, we make movies, we sing, we dance. We're good at those things, and we have success. Tyler Perry said, "Hey, let's all come together into this this place, and we can make our movies and do what we love to do." What's happening on the Tyler Perry Studios? None but whoredom, homosexuality, child molestation. You understand? These are all things that have already been happening with Tyler Perry. You understand? He was molested child with the Christian church. You understand? And brothers cheating on their wives. That happens in every Tyler Perry movie. So you know what's happening. You know what I mean? You don't make a movie about stuff that ain't never happening because his movies be based on of things that's going on. And so that's what's going on. He talking about he think of Medea when he have sex. Come on now. He said he make Medea voices. What kind of madness is that? He making Medea voices while he's having sex with whoever he's having sex with. And so that's what's going on when the Christians bring our people together. Guess what? The Israelite School UPK, we show you how to bring our people together. We was at that all black party in Florida, Cocoa Beach. We was at that Passover. We was at the Hebrew Academy Awards. That's how you bring our people together, man. You bring our people together under the righteousness of the Most High. You understand? Under the righteousness of the Most High. That's how you bring people together. That's how you bring our community together. All right. So with our spring events, that's one of our events is this dog show. It's an opportunity for brothers to get together, sisters to get together in the mutual interest of dogs under the leadership of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. After that, May 14th, we have the Black and Latino City Hall meeting. We'll also be here at our school on 35th and Keystone, May 14th. If you could, can you click the flyer back where that video is? Just click the flyer and they'll put it up on the screen. And so this would be another great event. If you live in the city of Indianapolis, there's 9 times out of 10 you have a gripe with the city of Indianapolis and the way things are being run, because the city of Indianapolis, I'm gonna be blunt, it only cares about the outskirts of the town. It cares about Geist. It cares about Carmel. The city of Indianapolis is supposed to be governing the city of Indianapolis, but instead it's helping every outside armpit town. It ain't helping the actual city for Black and Latino city folk of the town. You know, as you can see, 38th Street is a damn the streets in Iraq is more smoother than 38th Street. And that's a fact. I done seen the movie. I see the videos where they driving in Iraq. They ain't driving over all this crap like we driving over in 38th Street between Keystone and Post and stuff like that. Construction got all this going crazy out here. It's a damn war zone with what's going on in town. And so if we have complaints with the crime, with the way the city's being governed, you know, you bring that. Come to the Israelite School UPK, man. Come to the Black and Latino City Hall meeting. Be 35th and Keystone on May 14th. The Citizens Complaint Office will be on deck. Is due to be in attendance. The prosecutor's office is due to be in attendance. The IMPD is due to be in attendance. A representative from the health department is due to be in attendance. So come on through. Let some city folk here, some city workers and people who high up in the city hear your complaint and be heard. You understand? Because at the end of the day, this is where the solution is at. The solution is in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. The solution is not in your church. The solution is not in your mosque. The solution is here. If you want to fix your community, come to the Israelite School of UPK and get with the priests and prophets of the Lord, and we can show you how it's done. Okay, we're gonna show you how it's done. We're gonna show you what things to do, how to do it the right way, and build our community. You understand? Build our sense of community. All right, which is very important for our people. So for us to feel like we belong to something. Right? This is something the Christian church has not built. The Christian church has not built a sense of community for the greater Black community. If you're not in that Christian church every Sunday, giving them all your damn money, sleeping with the pastor, then he don't even give a damn about you. I remember I went to a church when I was in the world on 32nd in Fall Creek called Antioch Baptist Church under Bishop Pastor Posley Sr. You know what I mean? Dr. Bishop Pastor Posley Sr. No, Clyde Posley Sr. That was his real name too. Dr. Bishop Pastor Clyde Posley. It's just come on, man. Get off yourself. You can tell he cares about himself more than any damn thing, which he did. They had a basketball, one of the parking lots had a basketball hoop. And when the church wasn't having church, some of the neighborhood kids would come and play basketball at the little court. Why the church had a problem with it and tore down the damn basketball hoop. That lets you know how much Christianity cares about the greater community. When some kids having fun, if it's at the church's expense, the kids can't even have fun. These ain't all church kids, then I guess F them, huh? Which is basically the spirit you showed when you did that. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's what you do. Not even sometimes. It is what you do. It's not what you say. So that just lets you know the type of care that they cared over there in the Christian churches, how much they care about the community. They don't give a damn about the community. You understand? Because they're not the leaders that God set up for us, that Christ has for us. They're not the real followers of Christ. The real followers of Christ was doing all type of things for the people, man. It was doing all type of things for the people, for the community, for our people, and built our people up to where we ruled in Europe. We ruled after Rome, became rulers. They made Christianity the top religion after we got done with it. So that's great. This is a great event we got coming up. It's May 14th. Come in, see your people who in your community. Flyers will be given out to the mailbox of the 30th and Keystone neighborhood area. There's a lot of black homeowners in this area, so we're gonna be putting them flyers in your mailbox. So man, come through and just learn more about your community. We got to start coming together under the right. Then our final event our final spring event is the lecture, World War III Patience of the Saints Bible lecture. All right. And that's going to be June 4th. It's going to be a great lecture. Promos is coming out. Be aware. You'll be seeing them soon. There's only a little bit of time left. World War III is closer than it's ever been. We in the midst of it. It's already started. America's sending millions and billions of dollars to fight Russia. Yes, I said it, to fight Russia. They're not sending money over there for food and shelter for the Ukrainians. They're sending them guns and weapons to fight Russia. The war is becoming more and more direct. And as we know in the Bible prophecy, Russia, once Russia and Africa join in the fray more, they will be fighting against America in World War III. So be prepared. We got some great spring events. So it's going down. So let's get started on brotherhood. Any questions? No questions? Let's get started on brotherhood. The title of today's class is Anything Can Be Solved with Brotherhood. I'm going to say that again. Anything, everything, any problem, every problem can be solved with brotherhood. Okay? I don't care what problem you're going through. If you just broke up with your girl or she just cheated on you, brotherhood is the answer. Sisterhood is the answer. If you lost your job, brotherhood is the answer. If you got into a car accident and lost a favorite car that you had, brotherhood is the answer. Even if you got repoed, the car got repoed, brotherhood is the answer. Whatever you dealing with, depression, sadness, schizophrenia, anger, hatred, jealousy, envy, any demon, anything you dealing with, brotherhood is the answer. Let's get Matthew 5:22. Okay. Brotherhood is what we have to look to, man. We look to the Most High God and brotherhood. Go ahead. Let's get Matthew 5:22.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Oh, wait. Salaki, not that one. Let's do Matthew 18:21.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him?
No, not that one either. Salaki. 1 John 4:20. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, this is really where I wanted to start at. Yeah. First John 4:20.
This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he have not seen?
Now, how can you love God and hate your brother? And you see your brother and you don't see God. This goes over a lot of people's head because to them, God is in their mind. So obviously they can love God. It's easy to love God because all you got to do is think about loving God and you love God. So they're like, how does this make sense? I know I love God right here. Where do you love him at? Right here in my head. I love him so much right here in my head. That's what I do. I show him love in my head and I think about him and I praise him and I worship him and I pray to him right here in my head. There's God with my love on him. Yeah, so to you, that's how you show your love to God, which is nothing. That so to you, hating your brother is you can hate your brother. You can mistreat your brother and still love God. How many cats say they love God when they selling dope? How you selling poison to your community, but you love God? How you shooting up your community, but you say you love God? How you treating your sister like a whore and sleeping with whores, but you love God? And about a lot of our people kind of accepting that that type of spiel where it's like, yeah, I'm a gremlin and I'm a this and I'm a that and I'm just this and I'm just so badass, blah blah blah, because you got a little pistol, but you don't want to go to war with God. He gonna destroy your ass. Right. You're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be dust. You're gonna be nothing. Nobody even gonna remember you. He's gonna wipe you away from off the earth, and everybody who loved you is gonna forget about you. You're going to be nothing. You're not going to have no street rep. They're not going to put you on no t-shirt. They're not even going to give a damn about you. You understand? You can't box with God and say, well, I'm going to just be wicked and this and that. You gotta fight. You got to fight for righteousness. You can't just accept wickedness. It's two kinds of people. There's a person who something happens to them and it makes them accept it and be evil, be wicked. And then there's another type of person where something bad happens to them and it fuels them to be righteous. It fuels them to fight against that evil thing that happened to them. What kind you think the Lord respects? The one who just says, well, this evil thing happened to me, so I got to be evil too. My heart done turned gold, blah, 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 blah. I got an excuse for being evil. Or the one who says, yeah, some evil happened to me and it made me change my life. It made me become a new person and never do that evil thing and fight against that evil thing that happened to me. Which one you think God's blessing is going to be on? See, because you in a Christian church, you think everything is about crying and getting sympathy and getting care, mercy, and this and that. Everything ain't about that. Everything ain't about crying and begging and pleading and being soft. But your Christian heart, that's what you think. You think if you cry, then that means God is with it. God is real. Because it made you cry. That's how women think. And our nation think like a bunch of bitches, excuse my language, like women. You understand? We don't have the spirit of the Lord, which comes from the Israelite school UPK. And it's not all the community's fault. It's the Christian pastor's fault for pushing that crap. But the point about it is brotherhood, man. When you selling drugs to your people, you're not showing no brotherhood. Why should somebody show you brotherhood? You getting into the selling dope and this and that, and you get snitched on, You like, man, they messed up the code. They ain't stand up by the code, man. Them niggas ain't real niggas. They snitched on me. This and that dude snitched on me. And now I'm going 5 years. They ain't stick with the code. Negro, you ain't sticking with the code. The code is not to kill and sell poison to your own people. That's the code. You ain't sticking to the code. You preying on your own people. I pray for the brothers who are strong enough to not prey on our people. For the brothers who are strong enough to be poor instead of being rich, but at the expense of their people. That's what I pray for. I pray for that strength. That's a different type of strength. Where he say, I don't care if I'm poor, I'm still not going to sell out and destroy and sell poison to my people. That's the type of strength that is supernatural. Because naturally you say, well, look, I got to get this money. I can't be out here broke. I can't be out here poor. I got to feed my daughter. Right. I got to feed this. I got to do that. A lot of times niggas selling dope, do all that, still don't even feed their daughter. Still don't even feed their kids. Because when you weigh it out in the balance, when your ass go to jail for multiple years, how you feeding them then? Your plans don't even be fully thought out. You doing this to give your child a good life and a better life. And then you go to jail and their life ain't shit anyway. And it's another thing. Who said that your children's life had to be so special and great? Ain't no guarantee that your child got to have a special life and got to have everything that you didn't have and got to do this and can't suffer and can't go through no hardships. Who the hell your kid is? Who you? That's a part of life, going through hardships and struggles. But being, but being right. Not taking the wicked easy route. Well, I gotta sell drugs so my kid can have a good life. Man, make your kid don't have a good life then. Have your kid like everybody else's kid out here who got to eat regular food and don't get all these special Jordans and trips to Disneyland. Shit, everybody else's kids ain't got that. But you willing to sell poison and shoot up the whole community so your kid can have something that all the rest of our kids don't have. Who the hell is your kid? Your kid may have integrity and say, well, look, if this is what it takes for me to have all this, I don't want it. I'd rather be poor like the rest of my friends and the rest of the people, black people. You ain't think of that. You so busy trying to give your kids some great life off of the expense of being wicked. He may have real what's the word? When morals or integrity. Your child might have integrity and say, well, if my dad got to do this evil for me to eat good every night, then I might as well eat noodles and peanut butter jelly sandwiches like everybody else. Because I have integrity and my dad didn't. Then he gonna shit on your legacy. That's how the Lord gets you. Okay, you sell drugs and then you go to jail, come out. Your kid hate drug dealing. He hates selling drugs. And he hate drug dealers. You thought you was doing the right thing for him. That's not how it works, man. The scripture say, lean not on thy own understanding. This goes all the way back to brotherhood and even to what I brought out with community. I know if my people is suffering, then I don't mind suffering with my people. I would barely even feel right if majority of my people was suffering, and then I'm getting the easy route and I'm just living good and living easy and they all suffering. I wouldn't even feel right. I'm the type I like to go the hard route sometimes. I think the hard route is better. Your kid may be like that. He may say, well, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm a tough guy. I like it rough. I like it tough. All the tough stuff I want to do. All the tough sports, I'll do them. All the hard things, I'll tackle those things. While you sitting there taking the easy route out, pushing little sacks of green shit all over the damn internet and all over the community. Got green shit, purple shit, excuse my language, the indo shit, the outdoor shit, all wrapped up in little shit bags, and you throwing that everywhere all over the community so you can get money. Negro, why don't you suffer like everybody else, man? Be broke. Instead of driving that nice new Charger and shit, excuse my language, that nice new Charger and Camaro and all that, just get a truck like every other black man got to get. Get one of them old ass butt Chevys. Get a box Chevy like everybody else got to get. But you ain't gonna be able to get the candy paint and the 40s on it, and the bass bumping. But all we care about is taking the easy route, and the Lord, it's despicable to the Lord, to take the easy wicked route, as opposed to the honorable route. Right? Go ahead, Word.
That was heavy because he's one of the greatest persons in the Bible. Moses did the same thing. He saw that his people suffered.
Damn, that's heavy.
And he decided to come down out of riches and glory and come down and suffer with his people.
Mm-hmm. Damn right. All right. That's a heavy precept, heavy point right there. Right? Moses, he was living high. Pharaoh came down to see his people. You don't want your child to be like Moses. You want your child to be like Judas. Judas was suffering with Christ and rolling with Christ and this and that, but everything wasn't happening along Judas's plan and how Judas wanted it to go. So he like, well, shoot, I'm gonna sell them out and get this money. You drug dealers, your son, you raising Judases. Is your children gonna sell out the whole community and get just for his money? See, that's one thing about fatherhood that black men got to understand. You got to prepare your sons and your children for the real world. You can't just be trying to be like a woman to your children. That's one thing women, they will. I was watching one show. It was a dude. He was getting bullied in high school because he was like 400 pounds. And then he got out of high school and he went up to 500 pounds. Then went up to 600 pounds. So he's sitting at the crib with 3-4 pizzas, pies, you know what I'm saying? Drinking a big 2-liter out the bottle of some orange soda crap. And his mama over there on the video too. And just talking like it ain't her fault. You know what I mean? And or not like it ain't her fault, but talking like she ain't giving them all this goddamn food. Like if you see that boy eating all that damn food, getting as big as a house, and you ain't slowed down his food? Because what? Because he gonna be mad because he don't get to eat as much as he want to eat? Right. Because that's the only letdown, is that he ain't gonna be mad because he ain't get extra food, all the extra food he wanted to smash and eat. As a father, that's where the father come in, man. A father come in and say, hell nah, man, you ain't getting all this damn food. You already big as a house. You about to kill yourself, son. He's supposed to be there to pick that out early. As a father, you're supposed to toughen up your sons. You're supposed to, let them know what it's like in the real world, that it ain't going to be all just fun and games and you get your way every damn 5 seconds. Right. Women don't understand that. Naturally, they don't. Now, they can get to that understanding, but that's supernatural. That's a woman with some training. You understand? But women, naturally, they're not built for that. They're not built to discipline them children. I know everybody's scared because their mama be beating the crap out of them, but that's just beating. That ain't discipline. Because the same people getting whipped and got welts all upside their body from getting spankings, they not disciplined. They don't create discipline. Right. You get everybody in jail whose mama was beating the crap out of them and ask them, do you feel like you was a real disciplined person? That's not how you create discipline. You know what I mean? Black man, it's your job to instill that discipline in your son and your children, your sons and daughters, and to show them what it's like to not always get their way. Show them what it's like, though, is that things ain't gonna go your way. You're gonna be disappointed, and you as the father, you're gonna be the one to bring the disappointment. That's part of the job description. So for us to be selling poison to our people just so we can get quick, fast money, that shows a lack of character. You understand? A lack of character, and we're gonna pay for that as a people. All right. Let's see where we at. Let's get 1 Corinthians 13:1.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels,
Yeah, go ahead.
and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
If you don't have love for your brother, it don't matter what you're saying. It don't matter what you're saying if you don't have love for your brothers, love for your sisters. Let me get a few good scriptures on I'll change up the topic a little bit. Oh. Okay. Go to Proverbs 16:27. What's that noise? Might be neighbor cutting grass, you think? Okay.
Proverbs chapter 16, verse 27. An ungodly man diggeth up evil,
Mm-hmm.
and in his lips there is a burning fire.
Yeah, man, that's you drug dealers. You dig up evil, and then in your lips is a burning fire. That's that roach. I know about that. I used to smoke when I was in the world. My old self, my old man used to do that. Now I'm a new man. I never did it. But my old man used to do it. And I know exactly what it was, especially when you get to the last bit of it. That's when you start being real fiending. You know what I mean? Because there's only a little bit left. So you're trying to savor it. Hey, that's the art form, is getting that last little roach. The roach be all type of teeny microscopic dudes. Still get a smoke out of it. Burning lip. Until it's disintegrated. You done sucked it out to disintegration. Go ahead, Warrior.
I was gonna say too, when you on the next level being a fiend, you get the roach clip.
Yeah, there you go.
Really get it.
Yeah. So that's what the scripture is talking about. Smoking weed and smoking drugs is a sin against the Lord. It's ungodly. You digging up that weed plant, you digging up that cocoa plant, the heroin plant, the poppy seed, the tobacco. You dig that up off the earth and you smoke it. And it's a fire in your lips. That's a sin against the Lord. That's an evil thing to do. That's wicked. It's ungodly. You understand? So we need to stop smoking. Let's get Ezekiel 8:17. You need to stop smoking, man. Marijuana is a medicine, has medicinal properties when it's taken as a medicine. Pills prescribed by doctors and blah, blah, blah. You got uncontrollable seizures or something like that. Get that marijuana pill or machine or something like that, and it'll calm your nerve system down or something. Well, but a doctor got to prescribe that, man. If you ain't got that, you need to stop self-medicating yourself. You self-medicating your damn self, man. Stop doing that. You making yourself less than, and the Lord is going to punish you for that. It's not of God. Go ahead, Warrior.
Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 17. Then he said unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a light thing to the house of Judah that they commit the abominations which they commit here?
The house of Judah, that's you, black man. Is it a light thing that you doing this year? Go ahead.
For they have filled the land with violence.
We become super violent. against our brothers. This ain't talking about warfare against the fighting for our people like warriors. This is talking about you fighting the guy on your own black people on the corner outside. Go ahead.
And have returned to provoke me to anger.
Uh-huh.
And lo, they put the branch to their nose.
What do they put to their nose?
The branch to their nose.
You put the branch to your nose. You know what that is? If you don't, let me tell you. The branch. You could throw this away when you get a chance. The branch is the smoking. That's what that is. It's smoking. The branch is smoking. You're getting high on your own supply and all that. That's what the branch is. And you putting that branch to your nose. And with that, it increases the violence in the community. If we were to stop smoking drugs, you know how much violence would slow down in the community? You know how much violence will slow down? The violence would slow down in the black community if we stop smoking weed. Because even if you're not committing the violence directly, you're financing the violence through buying the drugs. That should be pretty easy to understand. Right. You give money to the guy that's shooting up the neighborhood. We need to stop the violence. Yeah, too much violence, man. People getting shot? Hey, okay, dude selling all the drugs. Who doing all the shooting? Here, $50, man. Here, $100. Oh, I got another guy. Here's a new plug. Here's $500. He's sitting there doing all the wickedness in the world, violent as hell, raping, shooting, robbing, and all that for his drugs. And you financing him every day. Every day he just sit back, getting more and more money. How you think he get enough money to shoot up the block? We ain't ever put two and two together, I guess. Getting all this weed smoking. It's the same with the Mexicans. You helping the cartel shooting and stab and chop off every head down there with El Chapo. When you buying drugs, you supporting the whole underground criminal enterprise, Negro. You got a Negro getting high 2 times a day, spending $20 a day. You know how much bullets you done bought? Right. You helped buy that. You bought the Glock of the other dude who shot that kid outside last week. Right. You paid for that Glock with your drugs that you wanted to buy. You bought that ounce or whatever so you can smoke and whatever and push a little to the side. The guy you gave that $700 to or however many $100 to, and all your friends is giving money to him, he's going and buying that Glock and shooting up the block. Excuse me, I don't even know why I'm rhyming like that. You understand? That's what you're doing when you buy drugs and when you getting high. You are the reason the neighborhood is getting shot up. You don't want to hear that. How am I doing that? I'm just getting weed and staying to myself. I just get high and sit in my living room. I just explained it. The money from the drugs that you're buying is being used by criminals and by drug dealers to shoot and kill other drug dealers. And the drug dealers half the time don't know how to use none of them damn guns, and they end up shooting up anything. It ain't like they conscious about where the bullets is landing. They just shooting for their life. A lot of the cats be acting like they know how to deal with the guns and stuff. I remember one of my cousins was kind of gangster type, trying to act like he, in the streets and stuff, you know what I mean? But that's everybody. But selling little drugs and this and that, and he had a little gun. And he probably in his 20s and stuff like that. he trying to act like he know how to do the gun and stuff, and he like playing with it, showing it, and this and that, showing it off and this and that. He like, man, I'm like, well, you need to watch it, man. You kind of, a little loose with that thing, you know what I'm saying? And he like, nah, it's cool. It ain't nothing in the chamber. It ain't nothing in the chamber. Look, it was something in the fucking chamber. Y'all niggas with them guns on the damn internet who selling drugs, you do not know how to properly use them damn guns. You do not know how to properly use them, man. Little dudes always making a little rap video. They all got to show their gun in the rap video. You do not know how to use them things, man. And you can, and obviously the wrong people stay getting shot. Really, you need to just cut it all out. Just cut it out, man. Get in the field with the rest of the slaves and work a little regular job until you can come up on something else, a way to get money, or some type of career or some type of skill where you can get money like a regular nigga and get in that field. Don't be scared to get in that field. Don't be, oh yeah, shoot, slaves working. I gotta find another way. I need to. You trying to figure out another way to get out the plantation. Nah, Negro, we all on the plantation. Get your ass on here with us. Stop trying to get rich quick off of some damn drug dealing. You trying to get rich quick schemes off some drug dealing. Nah, Negro, get hard, get down dirty with us, with the rest of us po folk. You see what I'm saying? All our brothers trying to get Gucci belts, challengers, trying to get the hottest thing smoking. Man, you better come up from the mud like everybody else. Coming up from the mud ain't graduating getting out of high school and selling weed and getting thousands of dollars for doing basically nothing but destroying your community. That's not coming up from. They try to make it seem like that's coming up from the bottom. That ain't fucking coming up from the bottom, bro. That's not coming up from the mud. That's not nothing. That's the easy route. Now, I see if you was a dude who was working a job or a shitty job and then, doing work for the community and maybe going to college, that's coming up from the mud because he got to work hard and he don't got nothing. You working easy and got all the money in the world. But the only caveat, the only trick is that you got to destroy your people and sell poison to your people to work easy and get all the money. And so, brothers, we need to stop glorifying that drug dealing crap like that's really, the hard lifestyle, or that's the way to really do it the hard way. That's not hard. That's not the hard way. That's the easy way. That's this easy way. It's hard to go clock in and clock out every other day and have your check taken from you as soon as you get it. Now that's hard. Selling drugs and getting thousands upon thousands of dollars and you ain't got to do nothing but ball out with it. That's not the hard way. That's not coming up hard. That's coming up easy. That's the easy route. That's the sucker route. That's the route that, is because you soft and you want the easy way, and you don't want to see no other. You don't want to go through any hardships and stuff like that. You understand? So let's get the next scripture, Exodus 22:18.
This is Exodus chapter 22, verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Right. Read it again.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
You shall not suffer a witch to live. The scriptures don't even want you to live selling drugs. God don't want you to live selling drugs. Isn't it evident? Isn't it evident that the Lord does not want you to sell drugs and he's not with you?
Right.
How many drug dealers' friends gotta die before you say, this may not be what the Lord wants? The Lord does not want us selling drugs. Man, it took me till I was damn near 30 till I could afford a gun. Wanted one for many years, but because I'm not selling drugs and getting all this easy money, I couldn't afford a gun. Now that's coming up hard. All the young cats, oh yeah, look, I got a gun. They got it so damn quick. They ain't even had to work for it. They ain't even have to struggle for it. They ain't even have to want it. They just got it. You know what I mean? Selling a little couple pack, I'll give you a pack for a gun. Yeah. Now you got a gun. You done got it the easy route. Everybody else had to wait and get money up and save and penny pinch and sacrifice. We pay for our gun. That money, we know we need it. You just getting it damn near for free. Selling some little green shit. So like I said before, that's not the easy route. That is that's not the hard route. That's the easy route. The easy route. And you get you a little gun. You ain't trained. You ain't had to train. You ain't had to want it. You ain't had to, desire it or nothing. You just got it real easy. And then you don't know how to use it, don't respect it, end up shooting your friend or something. Or end up shooting up the wrong person or stuff, shooting stuff where it wasn't good.
Right.
As opposed to, working hard and showing and having discipline and showing grit and grime and fortitude to really struggle to get up the money to legally buy your own gun. All right. That's the right way to do it. And it's always harder to do it the right way than it is the easy way. But you're doing it the wrong way. Let's get it. Where we at? Exodus. Okay, that's the drug dealer scripture. The Lord don't want drug dealers to live. So if you're selling drugs, that conversation is between you and the Lord, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. There's one dude on TikTok that I like his videos. It's a dude, and he be doing the point of view that God ain't letting him into heaven. So he'd be like on the street, or he'd be like on the steps. He'd be like, "Hey God, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I was with the guys, and they had switches. They didn't tell me you had switches. So we went down there, and basically he got shot up because he went down there to shoot another crew, but they had switches and they shot up him. So now he's in heaven. Now he's time to talk to God. Like, come on, you gonna let me in? Come on, guys. He's like, what? You're not gonna let me in? That's messed up, man." And he be doing it real funny and stuff, and like different scenarios and stuff like that. Like, like he made some stupid decision, messed with some girl, and she gave him a disease, and he died. And he's like, I didn't know that. So nobody told me that she had the disease. But it's extremely funny. But you know what I'm saying? That's that conversation I do not want to hear. It's gonna be a sucker conversation for you to have with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But you're not really gonna have no chance. You ain't gonna have no say in the matter when you die. The Lord's just gonna judge you and put you back in the earth based off of what you did when you was alive. Right. So you ain't gonna really have a say like in that skit. All you're gonna do is just be recycled, and then when you have a sucky life when you come back, guess why? Because you was wicked as hell last life. You wasn't shit. And so you gotta pay for this life. All right. Or you decide to do it the right way this time, and you persevere and do it the right way, even though you have a shitty life. You do it the right way, and the Lord bless you, and He can forgive you, and you can get you back on track and bless you again. But like I said, there's two types of people. There's a person where something bad happened, and they become bad because of something bad happened. And then you have the type of person that something bad happened, and they say to themselves, I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to be a drunk. My dad was a drunk. I'll never be a drunk. Or, my mama didn't go to school, so I'm going to do the best in school. And you got the other person say, well, my mama ain't go to school, so why I got to go to school? Why I got to work hard in school? It's two type of people. Go ahead, Ward. Oh, okay, yeah. Any questions in the chat? Sign Christ. Let's get Ecclesiasticus 38:1. Here you go. Oh, you got it.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him.
Right there. Honor the physician for the use you may have of him. What does this mean? When you sick, go see a doctor. If you really needed marijuana for your health, go see a doctor. Go see a doctor and get the right health that you need. But don't sit here and say, you know, you need marijuana for your nerves, or you need marijuana for this, or it's recreational, but it's good for you and healthy, this and that. Don't sit here and say that if you ain't went and see no doctor about it. Any more on that?
And he shall receive honor of the king. Oh, no, so like, for the Lord hath created him.
The Lord has created the physician. The Lord has created. All right, so stop, with the weed, getting your health and stuff and this and that, and get out, get your head out the clouds, come to the Israelite School UPK, start learning the truth, man. It's time to wake up. It's time to get up wake up out of sleep. It's time to lay up your folly ground. We didn't had enough fun. We smoked so much weed and had so much fun and was so relaxed and so, we smoked the highest dro and blah, blah, blah. It's time to give it up, man. It's time to go ahead and lay up the pipe, lay it up, and grow up out of that. Grow up out of it. We all had to do it. You know what I'm saying? We all had to do it. It's for the best. It's for the best. If you really want to stop the violence in the community, stop buying weed. Right. Stop buying illegal drugs. Right. Stop doing it. You're not helping our fight against, gun violence by supporting the illegal criminals who's doing the gun violence. Right. That's why I said when you sell poison to your people, you really selling poison to your people. Like you really poisoning your community. We ain't just saying that to sound good. That's what you're really doing. Whether you know it or not. If you were to follow your money that you bought drugs with, you would stop selling drugs or you would stop smoking drugs. If you had a chance to follow the money to every crime that was associated with your money, you would cut that shit out. If you followed you gave your money to the weed dealer. Now it's in the weed dealer's hand. He goes to a prostitute, or to a whore, gives her the money for sex. Bam, that's one sin you connected to. This whore takes the money. She goes, what's the whore gonna do with the money? She give it to the pimp. The pimp takes the money. He goes and molests a little girl, put money in his car, in his Cadillac, and gas, and he goes and molests a little girl to turn her into a whore with the money that you help him drive around town with. With your $20, your same little funky $20, you put it right in a tank and drove down the street and molested a girl at the park or raped a girl at the park so he can make her a prostitute. You didn't even know. You just helped somebody in your own community get raped by a rapist, a pimp. Because that's how pimps get more hoes. They go out and do sexual deviant shit. They go molest a little girl or go groom a little girl, take some little girl that's got it like half homeless or something. They be by the homeless shelters and by the teenage halfway houses, and they pick them up. Or they come through and they wait till they go to the gas station. They drive through, talk to them, and tell them they're gonna buy them some stuff and go take them shopping. And next thing you know, he get them high on some shit, and he, do whatever you want, do every different tactics. Right. Sometimes they take them to another city where they have nowhere to go now. They don't have no phone, and they just in a hotel room, and then he just make them do it. Or other times it depends how wicked this nigga is. But thanks to your drug money, he ain't got to worry about having the means to do what he would need to do to continue his prostitution stuff. He don't got to worry about money because thanks to you giving money to the drug dealer, who gives money to the prostitute, who gives money to the pimp, who uses that money to molest girls and make more prostitutes. And then the new prostitute, she buys cocaine, the harder drugs, because now she's stuck in prostitution. Then that cocaine money goes to the Mexican cartel. Some driver who drives it all around the country, he gives it to the Mexican cartel. Mexican cartel takes the money and buys a machete and chops somebody's head off, or kidnaps somebody's family member and puts them in a house that you help pay for, and it kills them or leaves them there and use them for kidnapping. They do kidnapping. The cartel's kidnapping people. It ain't enough they're making all that damn drug money. Now they got to kidnap people too. So now your drug money, your $20 drug money per day is helping a prostitute, help the pimp, help the child molester, help a kidnapper, and help the murderer. If you were to follow your money, where your money went once it goes into the criminal underworld. But Snoop Dogg, he's on TV going, yeah, dancing with Martha Stewart. So it must be cool, huh? Give me a break, man. How simple, how long are we going to love simplicity? That's what the scripture says. How long are we going to love simplicity? Because Snoop Dogg is still running around with his skinny ass, telling everybody to smoke weed. It's all of a sudden we got to go ahead. Now, what Snoop Dogg got to drop dead smoking a blunt, and the blunt got to be the cause of his death? Then what you gonna say? We need to cut it out. We need to wake up. We need to grow up as a people. We need to grow up. We asleep. We need to grow up and see the real consequences of our actions and what we're doing, and how it's affecting our people. Jim Muhammad brought this out the best. He would say, you want to help the community, you fix yourself, because you're what's wrong with the community. You're what's wrong with it. You're what's wrong with the black community. Fix yourself. You are the problem of the black. When people say what's the problem in the black community? You're the problem. You getting high, running around, following Christianity, supporting your Christian pastors, whatever you're the problem. So let's get 1 Peter 1:13.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that it is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach.
Man, gird up your minds. When it says gird up your minds, He means strengthen your mind. Make your mind stronger. That's what that means when it says gird up your mind. Strengthen your mind and be sober. Weak-minded means you're not sober. You got to be drunk. You got to be high because your mind is weak. You can't stand the way the roughness of existence. You can't stand the choices and decisions you made, the roughness of life. You can't stand it, so you got to escape. And you escape by being drunk and high. When the scripture says, don't escape, gird up to be strong against it. We need to focus on our mental strength and not focusing on getting high. We need to focus on our strength to the Lord as opposed to our strength of getting high. And if we do that, the Most High will be pleased with you. He'll be more pleased with you than when you're getting high all the damn time and forgetting about everything. All right. Let's read that scripture one more time.
It's 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that it is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach.
Mm-hmm. Be sober, man. Stop getting high. Cut it out. Stop getting high. Be sober.
Right.
We started off this class with saying anything can be solved with brotherhood. If you find yourself getting sober and all these problems start coming at you that you got to deal with, that you were getting high to not deal with before and to forget, call the Israelite School UPK. Use brotherhood. Brotherhood will help you through all your troubles, your trials, and tribulations. Brotherhood will. That's what you lean on. You lean on the Most High, and you lean on brotherhood and sisterhood. When you do that, Lord will, you'll get the strength to endure.
Right.
Which is what we're, as a people, we're lacking. We're lacking the strength to endure. That's why we stay getting high. It's the weed smoke is basically getting high is basically a side effect of our depression from our oppression.
Right.
So we're depressed because we're being oppressed by the oppressor. So we smoke, we get high, and we're not sober because of the oppression that we have to deal with. You understand? We get when somebody bullies you and you get screwed over so many times and there's nothing you can do about it. You get so many tickets, you get so many fines, you get so much harassment by the government, by the state, by people. You know, you got to be like, man, forget this. I got to get high.
Right.
That's what ended up happening. Child support takes all your money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your job screw you over, short you on your check, and ain't shit you can do about it. Instead of turning to the weed, turn to brotherhood.
Right.
Because guess what? We all in the field with you going through the same shit. We getting tickets, getting court fines, getting this, getting that, getting screwed over. Bills is going up higher. Checks is getting skimpier. This is happening. That's happening to us. You know, car broken down, just stopped working. You got to pay a bill and this and that. We getting this. We all, like I said, we all in the field with it. Get with your slaves, with your other brethren slaves in the field, and we're gonna get through it together. Lean on brotherhood. Don't lean on marijuana.
Right.
Don't lean on drugs. That's something you'll learn in the Israelite school UPK. You'll never learn that in the Christian church. You have something you want to drop on it? Okay. Anybody online with no questions? You'll never learn that in the Christian church. You'll never learn how important brotherhood and sisterhood is in the Christian church, because they have no brotherhood. They have no sisterhood. If they had even an ounce of brotherhood and sisterhood, we would all know about it. There's enough Christian churches for us to know about it. There's enough Christian churches on every damn block in the ghetto that we would know about the brotherhood and sisterhood that's going on in there. Christian church has so much less brotherhood. They don't even put their fists up. Like, that's a sign of solidarity and brotherhood when you put your fists up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even if you do it to another brother, like, what's up? You know what I mean? Israelite school UPK, that's what we do. Shalom. You know what I mean? Put the fist up. Or we dap with our brothers. That's brotherhood right there. Christian church, they in there shaking hands. Hey, how's it going? That's not brotherhood, man. The vibe of shaking hand is part of a business deal. Means I want to get something from you, you getting something from me. And this means I'm not gonna screw you over. Or I'll keep your word, I'll keep my word, and you keep your word. That has to do with business deals and business transaction when the white man's gonna lie all the damn time. Using your fists and saluting and dapping up is brotherhood. That's what that is. Christian church don't even have that. Christian church hate black people so damn much that we was at an event this past weekend at this at Martin University here in Indianapolis, and the officer Shania brought up how black women need to submit to their husbands. A sister got up and was talking about that's causing division, and tried and asked us to refrain from saying stuff like that. We said, hell no, we're not going to refrain from saying nothing like that. We got up on the mic and said, nah, what the brother's saying is 100% correct. Azar cut her good. He said, you didn't hear, because she was like, I'm thrown back by this. He said, the reason y'all thrown back by this is because you didn't hear the question. You know what I'm saying? The question was, how do we stop the question was about domestic violence in teenagers and in our community. How do we address domestic violence? And what the brother said was spot on. Women respect black men more, and you're gonna stop a lot of this violence. We ain't gonna play like we stupid, like we boo-boo the fool out here. You sisters out here beating the hell out of every brother up and down the street. We just gonna tell you the damn truth, man. You beating the hell out of every brother up and down the street. He's scared to get a phone call in the middle of the night. He's scared to get the text message beep at night, or while he in the car. His woman, he's sitting there scared, like, oh, it's nothing, baby. It's nothing. No, don't do nothing. No, baby. She ready to pounce on him and beat the hell out of him because his damn phone rang in the middle of the night. She's sure it's another woman. Shit. And even if it is, that don't give you no right to put your hands on him. But according to this Christian church, that's causing division. We can't speak on that. Fuck it. Excuse my language. Get the hell out of here. You understand? We blaze so hard on her, she end up leaving. She end up leaving. I thought she might have just like left to cool off. Shit, that bitch actually left. This whole thing was supposed to be about community and stop the violence and because it was a youth panel for kids to be on the panel and speak. It's supposed to be about the kids and everything. She done left the damn spot because we don't want to agree with her, and we bringing out the truth. That's how little brotherhood and sisterhood Christianity has. Like even if you don't agree with them, they're ready to abandon the mission. They're ready to abandon the whole. Like, damn, at least if you didn't rock with us, at least stay to support the kids that's on the panel. You said, fuck them kids. I'm leaving because I don't like what them guys said. And I don't like what was said over here and over there. That's no brotherhood, sisterhood whatsoever, man. ISUPK would never do something that dishonorable. We would never come to an event that's about bettering our community and leave the event because the people don't say something different that we don't agree with or something. Now we would leave an event, don't say that, but we ain't gonna do it for that reason. You understand? If the event's positive and it's about something greater, we're gonna be in there. You know what I mean? But if it's unfruitful, we're gonna leave. But that sister that's what basically she got cut. So you know, that's what she deserved. She's some big head Christian sister because she got a degree or something that she think, her shit don't stink all of a sudden. Well, no, I'm gonna tell you, it actually do. We smelled it all the way from across the auditorium. Go ahead, Warrior.
I was gonna say too, Kat, it proves that Christians really don't believe what they stand for because don't nobody agree with us, and we stay and we have a whole party by ourselves with our topic. You hear somebody disagree with you as a Christian, you up and leave instead of standing and trying to validate your point. Christians don't really believe in nothing; they just live off their emotions.
Yeah, and even that, the event wasn't even really about us. We just had a side combo off of the event was about the youth panel, our kids and supporting our youth and speaking and caring about our community. She don't give a damn about that. You Christians don't give a damn about that. Okay, you really don't. So, where we at in the scriptures? Let me get another scripture. That's why majority of people that do drugs are Christians. Majority of people that do drugs are Christians. They're not Hebrew Israelites. And they sure as hell not in the Israelite school UPK. And if you are doing drugs, you need to stop. Getting high and all that, just need to stop. I already brought out the scenario what you supporting with that drug money. The girl got molested at the park. You helped that child molester do it when you bought them drugs. Let's get 1 Corinthians 6 and 19. You want this heater face towards you? It's kind of hot. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 6 and 19.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you?
Now, I know you heard this one. Your body is a temple. And it is true. Your body is a temple. You can't fill your temple with drugs and think you're going to be pure and think you're going to be moving in the right spirit of the Lord, because you're not. When your body is full of drugs, you basically moving like Satan wants you to move. You are a slave to them drugs. You work for drugs. You live for drugs. You eat for drugs. All right. If you have any questions, type them in. Any questions about brotherhood, type them in. right. But yeah, read that scripture one more time.
This is 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 3. Oh, sorry.
9, 6 and 9.
9. Know ye not that the unrighteous...
Oh wait, no, that's not. It might be 19. Let me see. 6 and 19.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit?
Don't you know your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit? Your body is where the Lord resides. It can be where the Lord resides. Do you think the Lord is going to be residing next to cocaine and weed and pills and mollies and Percocets? You think the Lord is about to share you with mollies and Percocets? Think the Spirit of the Lord is about to be with you while you got a ton of weed smoke in your damn lungs. You think the Lord's in there with the weed smoke too? What kind of God you think that is on this earth? You think he a damn fool? You think he a damn sucker? He's not trying to be with you. He's not trying to be with you and with weed smokes and with marijuana and drugs. He doesn't want to be with you while you're doing that. His spirit's supposed to be in your body, but instead, drugs is in your body. His spirit's supposed to be controlling your body, but instead, drugs are controlling your body. Drugs are telling you what to do. Let's get any more in that scripture.
Which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own.
You're not your own. That's why I brought out about the community. The things you do affect us all, affect the black community. The drugs you buy help the drug dealer survive.
Right.
You help the drug dealer survive and thrive and get guns, and you help him shoot up the block, and you help him when a drug dealer starts sleep with a whole bunch of all the girls in the neighborhood and community and turn them out and messing them up. You helped him do that. Who you think paid for that car he got? How you think he got that? Who paid for that chain he got? Who paid for that cell phone he got? But you mad that the drug dealers is getting all the women. There'd be dudes complaining about that too. Why women like bad boys? Why women like guys, drug dealers, and this and that? Negro, you giving the money to the drug dealer for the women to like him. Don't you know that? He in the club with all this money because of you. He having babies that he ain't taking care of, and he using the money from you to do it. You clouding his head with all this fast money he making off your simple behind. He got the watch. He got the fresh hairdo. He got the gold grill. He got everything. Because you giving him drug money. You buying drugs. So now the drug dealer get all this little fancy crap, and he attracting all the silly ass the silly women. He ain't attracting the real women, but he attracting enough silly women to where he could just have all these kids he ain't taking care of. Shoot up the block, shoot up the ops, and ride around having car accidents. All them charges, always car crashing. Because you weren't supposed to have that car. That's why. That's why the Charger done flipped over. You seen the Charger flipped over on 21st and Arlington? The whole Charger was upside down. Because you wasn't supposed to have that car, brother. you got that car with dirty drug money. You wasn't supposed to have that car. That's why it got repoed. That's why it crashed. And that's why somebody stole it. Because you wasn't supposed to have that car, brother. You got that car with ill-gotten means, ill-gotten gains, i.e. selling drugs. But so the brothers got all the Chargers, they got the Challengers, they got the Scat Packs, the SRTs, the Red Keys. They got all of that because your simple behinds keep buying weed every day. Actually, you buy weed every day, so the drug dealer get to ride around town in the Hellcat demon car, crash into my car, into your car, and everybody else's damn car, and mess up all the fucking shit in the community. Knocking over street poles, running over kids and shit. Because he got to go 150 miles an hour down a residential zone. This is what you doing. This is what you supporting when you buy drugs, man. You supporting all this stupidity in the ghetto because you want to get high. That's why if the oppressor come in and start making all that weed money with the dispensaries, I ain't gonna be mad. Put the drug dealers out of business, man. All you drug dealers, some of you is kind of smart guys. You could become a mechanic, or you could become a construction worker, or you could become a dude who, do some real skills and, help maintain the world with a real trade. You can do that. That shit ain't impossible. You know what I'm saying? They act like if they can't sell drugs, they ain't got nothing. You got plenty of shit you can do, brother. Don't sell yourself short and think that all you can do is get high and sell drugs. Remember, I started the class telling you anything can be solved with brotherhood. If you're in Indianapolis, you need a job, man. Come to the Israelite School UPK. We'll get you a job, man. We'll help you get you on your feet, man. We'll get you something going, man. Don't come in here thinking you're gonna do some get rich quick shit crap. Don't think you're gonna come in here and it's like selling drugs. You're just gonna get a charger, you're gonna get the gun, and you're gonna get your money in your pocket, and you get your free time just run around the city causing havoc and being a damn menace. Don't think that's gonna happen. You're gonna have to struggle up in here and get it the right way, get it out the mud, the real way to get it out the mud. You're gonna have to do that. Work 2 jobs sometimes, work a crappy job, move up, get a better one or something, then get some equipment, and then you can start your own job and shit. Start your own career, do your own thing, be an entrepreneur. But selling drugs ain't no entrepreneur, man. Selling drugs is an easy cop out. That's for the easy guys who need it easy. You can't really lift the heavyweight like regular men have to do. You got to take the easy route. You got to get the money quick, get the money easily. You can't do the heavy lifting like us other brothers got to do to get money, which is actually apply ourselves and work hard and all that shit that is part of life. All right, so drug dealers got all the nice cars and the scat packs. Where we at now? James 4:7. All right, and that's what we supporting in the black community. We supporting all this foolishness. People in Chicago wondering why Chicago always getting shot up and got all the crime and it's all this foolishness going on in the city. It's because you buying so much weed every damn day. Everybody in Chicago smoking weed. Even the cats are just regular cats smoking weed. You supporting the little dudes who shooting up the corner. You just help them shoot up the corner. You helping them by buying weed from them. Go ahead, Warrior.
is James chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Man, the Lord don't want you to smoke weed, so resist the devil, man. Resist the devil, he'll flee from you. What it say to do? Resist the devil and what?
And he shall flee from you.
What's the rest of it say?
So like James chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves therefore to God.
That's it. That's part 2. Yep. Submit yourself unto God. God don't want you getting high. God don't want you to have the scat pack. God don't want you to have the pistol with the beam and the AR with the drum, because you really can't afford that shit without drugs. He don't want you to have that. It ain't for you to have that right now. Come to Israelite School UPK, submit yourself unto God, learn how to have brotherhood so you don't gotta shoot up no damn body. You don't sleep with another man's woman, so you won't have to shoot up somebody. Learn how to get your own woman and not deal with these hoes that you're dealing with, sleeping with everybody. That's a lot of these shootings got to deal with some hoes. You mad because he slept with the hoe that you slept with. She sleeping with everybody, bro. She for the streets, man. You heard Future? She for the streets, man. Don't shoot up the block for her. If that woman cheated on you, you had 2 kids, you had kids with her, you got passed with her, and blah, blah, blah. She done slept with your homie or slept with some other dude or slept with the op. Let her go, man. You free of that hoe. Right. Let her go, man. Get you a better woman, man. Let that hoe go. That's a lot of these shootings is about hoes. You mad because this dude getting all the hoes, so now you want to shoot it up. Now you want to shoot up some stuff. A lot of times, cats is trying to be like little slick robbers, trying to rob the plug and rob it. They always trying to do that. I'll buy 10 pounds of weed off of you. Actually, make it 100 pounds. Maybe I'm making 1,000 pounds. I'm gonna be there with $500,000. He ain't coming there with nothing but his pistol to try to rob. Then they got a pistol. They just shoot each other up. That's what a lot of times be happening too. Or you go over some spot, over some hoe house, dealing with some hoe, and she got all the dudes over there setting up to rob you. Submit yourself unto God so you can get out of that garbage. You won't be going over a whole apartment, and when you leave the apartment, some dudes come out and rob you at gunpoint. Because you submit to God, you're going to say, I can't deal with you because you a hoe. I could tell by your Facebook account, your Instagram. Look at the way you dressed. You a whore. You got them big eyelids, some big eyelashes. That's all you really need to know. She got them big eyelashes. Leave that hoe alone, man. Get your woman with some regular eyelashes, brother. Stop with the foolishness. Get your sister with the regular eyelashes, brother. And even if she ain't got the fake ass and the fake titties and the crazy numbers of the waist and all that, get with the sister who don't got all that, brothers, and then you won't get robbed at gunpoint. Then you won't be the op of somebody else, because now he want to shoot and kill you because you slept with his hoe and he done found out. You got a baby with this hoe, and her baby daddy want to kill you because that's it, because he still love that hoe. Come on, man. Don't get part of that, man. Leave them big eyelash women alone. What else they be having? A lot of times that fake hair, man. When they be having that long fake hair, you got to watch them sisters, man. No, you might want to avoid some of them, man. Now, if she got the braids or something, that's one thing. But I'm talking about that fake weave that's just like super long, especially if it got colors, brother. If she got all type of colors in her hair, you need to get some counsel before you deal with that sister, man. If she smoke weed, don't deal with her, brother. Don't deal with her. She ain't no good. No sister smoking weed any good unless she figuring to stop smoking, or she did it a few times. She don't do it. I'm talking about sisters who really smoke. You ever seen them sisters who really smoke? They smoke like a dude. They sitting there, got a blunt sitting on the couch, like with their legs out. Don't worry about that sister, brother. Leave that woman alone. Leave that hoe alone. She's no good for you. What else is some good signs for brothers need to watch out for? The nails. If she got some long nails, like I'm talking real long, like looking like motherfucking, excuse my language, Wolverine from the X-Men, leave her alone. Leave her alone, brother. Get some counsel before you deal with her. You understand? That's a bad sign. Basically, if you're dealing with a fake bitch, excuse my language, she fake. She got fake eyelashes, fake ass, fake titties, fake nails, fake hair, fake contacts, eye colors fake, hair colors fake, the purse is fake. She got a fake Gucci purse. She got fake Jordans and fake, or even real Jordans. She just fake, man. Stop dealing with these plastic ass bitches. Excuse my language. These plastic women. Get you a real sister, man. Get you a sister who has some knowledge to her, man. Who has some sense. You running behind these skanks, man, trying to run in the club, and half the women in the club ain't no damn good. If you want to pick up a sister, man, you're gonna have to go to the library or something, or to the college campus or something, or just stop looking at the hoes, and you'll see the real woman. Stop looking at the hoes, and you'll see the real women out there, the real sisters that got a head on their shoulders, that ain't no damn idiot, ain't no bubblehead, airhead dummy. But the problem is, a lot of your moms was like that, so you try to get with a woman that's like your mom. So then you're going to get with a woman who acting like that because your mom acted like that. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the cold, hard truth. You know what I'm saying? If your mom was acting like that, then you're going to try to get with a woman who acted like that. But you got to, you know what they say, you got to break the generational curses and break the this and break the that. You know what I'm saying? Your mom was a heavy weed smoker. You're going to try to get, a lot of times you're going to get with a sister who's a heavy weed smoker. If your mom had, dealing with different men, you're going to try to get with a woman who's dealing with different men. So you got to break that curse, man, and submit unto God. The Lord don't want you to be with a woman like that. Now, if you're a wicked nigga, excuse my language, if you're a wicked brother, then the Lord does want you to be with a wicked woman. The scripture says a wicked woman is given to a portion to a wicked man. But if you're a brother who's trying to come out of that darkness, trying to change your life, you gotta stop dealing with them women that fit that criteria of a whore. Get some counsel from the Israelite School UPK. We'll let you know. Where we at? No more in the scripture. I got like one more. I'm gonna close it out. Deuteronomy 18:10.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
Any more on that?
Or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch.
That's it right there. We're not supposed to have witches among us. Basically, we're not supposed to have drug dealers amongst our people. That's something we're not supposed to have. But it seemed like now we got it in abundance. Everybody want to be a little drug dealer, man. Everybody want to sell little weed packs and stuff like that. To me, I don't like doing stuff that everybody doing. You know what I'm saying? That's just not attractive to me. If everybody trying to be when I was a kid, everybody wanted to be an NBA player or an NFL player. I'm like, man, don't y'all think that's oversaturated? Don't you think that's suspicious? That ain't right. Everybody want to be an NFL and NBA player. Everybody want to be the running back. Like, it's something ain't right about that. Everybody want to be a drug dealer. Everybody want to be a rapper. But your music ain't that good either. Sir, sorry to tell you. Sorry to be the one for the bearer of bad news. But your music sucks. You're not going to be the next Jay-Z. You're not going to be the next, world famous rapper. It's good to have rap and music and do something you love, but don't try to be, sell drugs and be a rapper to try to come be that image and thinking you're gonna make it big, man. A lot of the musicians you look up to, they're not even real street guys. They in college and stuff like that. They done went to college. They done went to a music school and this and that. You know what I'm saying? You look up to like guys like Lil Wayne and stuff like that. Lil Wayne wasn't a street guy. He like a music head. You know what I'm saying? He not a street guy. He think he had all them guitars and doing rock and roll and shit. He a weirdo. He just like rhyming and stuff like that, but he ain't a street guy, man. He was getting molested and stuff, man. You didn't know? The guys he was with, he was having sex with those men. A lot of these rappers you look up to, they're not what you think. It's the glitz and the glamour got you hazed out, man. They're not like that. You know what I'm saying? These rappers and stuff like that, they're not street guy. You can't be a street guy if you became a world famous rapper at 19. You see what I'm saying? You ain't been in the streets long enough. He ran the streets as a kid. But you need to stop following these guys. Stop following these rappers. Stop trying to emulate them and imitate them. I know it's hard because you don't have a lot of role models that you can look to that's masculine. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to look to the Israelite School UPK if you want to see some real masculinity. Not talking about no little candy rap crap. You know what I'm saying? Pointing a gun at a camera. You want to see some real masculinity. You need to watch the ISUPK Hebrew Academy videos, man. You watch the ISUPK Passover, brother. That's real masculinity. That's real order. That's real discipline. That's real firepower. That's real loyalty. You know what I'm saying? You looking at these rappers and stuff like that. That's not what you want. A lot of them rappers they're not what you think. A lot of them is gay, homosexual, down low. You know, all of them act like they the best player in the world. The baby, he make all his songs. He's the top player nigga ever. Then you go to his live stream video, his baby mama punking him in his house. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta stop watching these damn music videos thinking that these cats is really like that. They not. They're not fighting a real fight. They fighting their brother. And it's easy to fight your brother because your brother is your brother. That's like you as a kid, you beat up your little brother in the house. It's easy to fight him. Why don't you go fight them niggas up the street? Why don't you go fight them white boys up the corner? Why don't you go fight them? You ain't about to fight them. You want to fight your brother in the house with you, in the community with you. Yeah, it's easy to fight your brother because you know your brother and you know if you're stronger than him, but you ain't really trying to fight the real enemy. The real enemy is the oppressor. What you doing to fight against him? You ain't standing toe to toe with against the oppressor like the ISUPK is. A lot of your rappers answer to a white man on every rap song he make. You think he the coldest rapper and he got his own tape and his own mixtape and he owned the rights to his own music and he this and that. I just looked at the concert schedule for Chris Brown and Lil Baby. Not Da Baby, the other guy named Lil Baby. I looked at the concert schedule this year. It's freaking insane. They got them niggas working like slaves, man. They got like 30 cities in about 2 months. They got to do a concert in 30 cities, man. Basically, I'm looking at the schedule. I'm like, they got to be in St. Louis on a Monday, do a concert in St. Louis, then the next day be in Indianapolis and do a concert in Indianapolis. You think these hard gangster rappers, these niggas is slaves. These niggas is being worked like slaves by some white Jewish nerdy dude in an office building named Schweinstein. Schweinstein telling them, I'm going to have the concert list for you. Make sure you be there. And them niggas is working harder than all of us. Got to do the same song. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, get on the plane. Tired as hell. Got to get drunk and high. Do it again. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get on the plane the next day. They have. I wish I could pull it up, man. I wish I could pull up their concert schedule. It is insane. They all over the whole country. They in Atlanta, St. Louis, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, Chicago, LA, Washington D.C. But in basically every major city in the time span of June, July, and August. You know how hard it is to go from city to city. You know what I'm saying? Just going to one city. Let's say you had to go to one city in 1 week. That's enough right there. Think you had to go to 30 cities in 3 months and do a show in each city. Them cats is literal robots for the white man. The white man got the whip on their ass, telling them, because I'm sure they didn't say, I want to do this many concerts in 3 months. No man would say, I want to do this many concerts in 3 months. It's insane. You got to do a whole show and then be in another city by the next day and do a whole show again? And keep that up for 3 months? That's what y'all niggas want to be. Y'all do rapping so damn much. That's what you want. You want to be a damn dancing monkey slave for the white man. That's on you. Now, ISUPK, we trying to be warriors for the Most High. You understand? We don't answer to no white man. We answer to generals and captains that are Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Righteous brothers. You understand? We ain't no damn dancing monkey fool for no Schweinstein Sony Corporation. That's on you. If you want to be like that, that's why a lot of them be all skinny and drugged up. Because they can't put on no weight. A schedule like that, you gonna be, and you on drugs, you doing drugs, you're gonna be. I won't be surprised if one of them overdose in the middle of the tour, like halfway through, overdose on drugs or exhaustion. I will not be surprised if Chris Brown or Lil Baby or one of the people in they concerts, if that happens to them, because they being worked like dogs. You understand? That's what you want, though. That's what you want. Not I. I ain't jumping up and down to be no damn slave for the white man. Let me get last scripture, Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12. I'm gonna show you their concert schedule. Let's see if I can find it.
This is the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word. O Lord, which healeth all things.
The Lord heals all things. Not no drugs, man. Drugs is not going to heal you. The Lord is going to heal it. All right. With that, I'm going to pass the class to priest and officer and the pot is out. We're just going to do the Lord's Prayer.
ISUPK security announcements. We're at ISUPK, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We're in the feast of first fruits now. We have another, 49 days? 48 days, so gotta get that exact date of when the celebration is. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. With that, Imajin, which means to rise. The Punya Hakwadam means turn to face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathanawa. Lakam. Cow. Yawam. Masalaknawa. Nabawatinawa. Kasalaknawa. Nabawatinawa. Wala'ah. Kabiyano. Banasai 1. Abal. Awashino. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalako. Wa'ala. Wa'atapara. Wa'avilonium. Amun. What we just said in English. Our Father. Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Sorry, which means the term. We're going to face the instructor, give a courtesy salute. Minister of Mount Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yashar Brakatham. Yahweh Shem Yashar Brakatham. Yajmatai, we'll give us a salute to the sisters that be watching online. So, Minister of Mount Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yashar Brakatham. Yajmatai. Class dismissed.
It's kind of good to be back at it.